Por si acaso we call somebody. Yeah, my man Caddy just wrote a book. Published. And all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Al Caddy. It's a book about infidelity.
Infidelity. Okay.
Infidelity.
Okay, we
So-
on one.
Está la cámara. Oh, ahí.
Yeah.
Ahí.
I was kind of trying to remember the old setup too, man.
But this was back here.
She. Nah, we about right. We about right. Let's see. Okay. Here we go.
Is we on?
Yeah. You gotta turn that down. Your phone.
Oh, is that here?
Yeah.
I said, where the f am I hearing that from, yo?
We promise tomorrow, and it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. Promise tomorrow, it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We ain't promised tomorrow, and it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We ain't promised tomorrow, and it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah! Straight up, straight up, straight up. Welcome back, world. This is episode 24 of
24.
the BMB Greenroom podcast. I go by the name of Buddha Bless, and this is my co-host,
Brother Mikey.
and we are your brothers.
Yeah.
What's happening, world? What's happening, Mr. Mikey? ¿Cómo está?
Chilling, man.
Brother
chilling
Mikey, Uncle Mikey, we over here making transitions and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
With some old heads now.
We're going into the old head phase where we give game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, how was your week though, man?
It's good, man. Real good. Eventful. Lot of realizations and stuff like that lately. You know what I'm saying?
That's real
And we
shit.
back to the old setup. You know.
Right.
I like it.
We
I
had to
missed
take it
it.
back. You know what's funny that I've heard this before. Everything in life always returns back to the basics.
Mm.
So no matter where you go in life, you know you'll return to where you were initially interested or the things that aligned with you.
Back
from
to the
beginning.
roots.
Yeah. Back to the future, if you will. Nah, man. But welcome back. Thank you for joining us. It's a great week, man. Florida is heating up.
Ooh, yo, we've been
Summertime
having
so close you could taste it.
We've been having hot days and cool nights, though, man.
I know.
I've
For real.
been loving the
I'm
nighttime.
out there.
man.
I'm like, thank you, Creator, for this nighttime breeze, because I couldn't make it through the day. It's only spring. It ain't even get there yet, yo.
It's gonna be
you
a
know
hot
what I'm
one.
saying? It's gonna be super duper hot. Prepárense.
Preparation yourselves.
Right, yo. We've been on that shit. Y'all know about the 5 Ps? I thought everybody knew about them. I said it to Mikey last week.
Yeah.
He was like, what was that, man? The pop,
Did you
pop,
make
pop,
that up?
He thought I was rapping a verse. He's like, what does that mean? So the 5 Ps, that's what we all know. If y'all haven't heard it before, is proper preparation prevents poor performance. And I added an extra P. I said Poppy at the end, so it's 6 Ps.
The 6 Ps.
You know what I mean? Proper preparation prepared. Fucked up. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, Poppy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
extra P is crucial, yo.
Yeah. It's extra, yo. You never know when you're going to need that extra.
Yeah, everybody needs a little extra, man.
It's a fact, son. Some people need a little less.
Man, I hope y'all caught last week's episode. We had Hollow the Don in the building.
Right, all right, man.
was
Shout
good
out to Hollow.
conversation.
I really appreciate that, man, for coming through, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I look at it like you know, our channel, our show, and all that. Like, we have the greatest fans. We don't have a lot of them, so I wasn't gonna ask any of my my famous friends to jump on our show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, until it makes sense. We want to build the platform up, build it so it's equal. But but that man is a stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like he offered to be on the show.
Yeah.
And you know, I explained the same way I'm explaining to y'all. But he was like, "Man, I ain't tripping about that. Y'all content is where it's at. I want to be seen on shows like that."
Right.
So
Yeah, because it was good conversation. It wasn't like, it wasn't a hit piece. A lot of times they get, people on and it's a hit piece and you want to talk about beef or respark beef. It was
Yeah.
like he wanted to get in on some of the conversation and he got stories for fucking days. Man.
right,
So
dog. We didn't even get to like all the stuff we
Yeah.
wanted to get to. It's crazy. We might have to do like repeat guests and shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But I really enjoyed that, man, and I'm getting mad good feedback as far as from the streets, man. People like, yo, that's a different interview. I
Right.
haven't seen Hollow in that element. You know what I'm saying? Usually, they just said usually it's different. You know what I'm saying? It was more detailed stuff, but like they were like, this is a great interview, and y'all boys is doing y'all thing. So thank you for everybody who enjoyed that shit.
And shout out to Hollow the Dawn, man. We really appreciate
Big
you
up
coming
to
through
Hollow
and
the Dawn, LOM, loyalty over money.
I like it.
That means something, y'all. Learn that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Loyalty
still
over
waiting
money.
on my
Right. I gotta
merch.
check the mail. It might be in there this time. I think we got some. Yeah. Next week we're gonna be LOM down. 'Cause
LOM.
We probably got a care package in the mail.
I really like that too, man. Loyalty over money, man. Is not too many people that could grasp that concept. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's super important, man.
And it's an important concept. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like everything doesn't have to be transactional. There are things in life that you do from the heart that they will pay you in the future. You will
Right.
make that. You just can't be looking for the payment. You gotta kind of be
Right.
doing what you do, and then like
Or like, follow that spirit calling, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like, yo, the conversations y'all having, I like the format is like conversation. It's not just
Yup.
like a interview type of deal. You know what I mean?
it
'Cause-
ain't no hot seat involved.
yeah, there's not. If we were gonna do it, yeah, exactly. And if we were gonna do interview style, there's probably nothing he ain't heard yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a fact.
So
I just watched his battle with it's Hollow the Dawn versus Jazz the Rapper. Y'all go check it out. It was a dope battle. It's a dope dynamic to me when I see like men and women battle rapping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because in every other sport, you're so trained to not have
right.
men versus women, so it feels like sport. It's sports entertainment. You know what I mean? But they
Yeah.
go in and these ideas, the work, it'd be crazy. And he went in, man. He dissected and did what he does. Shout out to Jazz the Rapper though. You know what I mean? But man, Hollow's the GOAT, man.
Yeah,
And he was
yeah.
explaining to me how people come to see me lose now at this point.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? When
yeah.
you get to a point where you built up and you've built this great big aura around you, like people love that build up, the ascension of a new artist. But then when you're there for too long, they like, somebody got to take him out.
somebody got to take him
Somebody
down.
got to take him out. So that's the
But
point
y'all
where he's
still
at.
tuning in though. That's the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
like, and I'm not comparing, but Jake Paul, dog. People tune in to watch him
To see him
lose,
play-
dog.
to
Just
see
they
him lose.
waiting for him to lose, dog, and he's not gonna lose
It's a lot
because
of
he keeps
value in
fighting
that.
old men.
Right. Oh shit. He was supposed to he's supposed to fight a lot of people. I be hearing it a lot of times, but until
It's
that
always
contract be
it's
signed,
always it's never on an even keel because he was talking about Tank. Come on, man, you're a heavyweight, dog. Tank is what 135
That
when
was-
he fights.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. Like fight, I don't know, man. I don't
Today
know. Yo,
is that it's
today
Friday. Hold on, I
is-
just thought about the same thing at the same time. Big
Times
Times
Square.
Square. Today is one of those days where if you're a New Yorker, be proud to be a New Yorker. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is a historical event going to go down at Times Square. Shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh. Shout out to everybody involved over there. You know what I mean? Eddie Hearns. Man, there's so many people putting this together, but it's historical. It's like unprecedented. The
Yeah.
first time you're going to see this, and maybe the last time
Maybe
you
the
will ever
last,
see
right?
this.
They shutting down Times Square. When you see that shut down New Year's, that's it.
That's a
You know
real,
what I mean?
yo. I saw the press conference. Did you get the chance to see the press conference yesterday?
Yeah.
People.
You seen De La Hoya ready to fight with Bill
They got
Haney,
up.
dog?
I'm like, what was that?
They should do an exhibition, dog. Bill Haney will get wrecked,
He
bro.
got up with the charge. I'm like, what's up? Yeah, shout out to De La
cocaine is a hell
Hoya,
of a
Golden
drug.
Boy Promotions, man. Oh Shit, man. Nah, that's ill right there. And
But it's a good card, man.
it's gonna be so fire. They were trying to ask, like, yo, is this open to the public or like, you know what I mean? He was like, he couldn't like answer it. It was the promoter was up
I'm
there.
curious, man. I
It's
don't know
gotta
how it. I don't know.
What it is like they have people probably reserved seats, you know, those good seats, obviously. And then like it's in Times Square, so
Right, but
you're
you're
gonna
not-
be there. You could be maybe far in a corner somewhere.
You're
you
not
know?
gonna see the ring, bro, if you didn't pay to see the ring, man. The only way is like you got to be in a building somewhere, hotels or whatever. There's a lot of people gonna get a free fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But
if
it
not,
ain't gonna be easy to get there. People gonna be camping out if that's the case. You know?
yeah.
Because it's Times Square.
It was you know, it's hard to get in that mind state of like victory. I was wondering what was running through those fighters' heads. Like every time that Devin Haney spoke or Bill Haney spoke, there was wild boos through the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to be training through all of this and getting yourself right while the people are like booing you, what effect does that have on the mind? You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Right before
yeah.
one of these bouts, especially after you took a little hiatus, a little year off where you secluded yourself.
Yeah.
And you come back. Hopefully what that shit did was like block everything out, you know? And he made a comment on it. Like everything is noise. Y'all could boo, y'all could cheer, it's all noise. But do you really believe that?
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
point.
you could
know
tell
what I
yourself
mean?
that, but it's got to get in your mentality, man. And you know
yes.
why they booing him, man? Like over here suing people for assault.
Yeah.
Like you a
yo.
boxer, dog. You just got your ass whooped, man. You know, and Osterine, this and that. I don't know. There's a lot going on, and a lot of that could be a setup because of the dude. I forget the dude, Victor something that they work with. He's the
Yeah.
biggest fraud in boxing when it comes to the steroid stuff, you know?
Wow, I didn't know
so
that.
he's the one that was testing the shit. Then Ryan's always saying Devin Haney's brother said he was gonna pop before he popped. So it's like, come on,
Bro,
man.
he was so quiet.
It's a lot of red
when
flags.
Bill Haney was asking him that, though, are you going to do the cut down and weight? Or he was like,
Now he was asking the
No.
coach. He was asking
the coach. Yeah. And he was like super quiet. Like he didn't have nothing to say.
Yeah, but he's not a talker, man.
Yeah.
He's not like
He
Bill
wasn't trying
Haney
to do
don't
that back
shut
and
up.
forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name, man? Oh,
I can't remember his name, though. I was just trying to think of his name.
yeah.
But
But
he was
he's
just
not.
looking
He
like-
doesn't engage, man. He doesn't engage.
He's
That's
not
tough.
trying to sell the fight. He's like, man, that's
Ryan's
their
doing
job.
enough. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny though, cause they talking shit to each other like if this is their rematch,
And they're
Ryan's
not even
Ryan.
fighting.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That was the funniest part to me, that they arguing each other and they're not even the opponents on this card.
And I know I know Ryan wants
You know what's
Devin to
next.
win because then they get that rematch. So
Yeah.
I hope they both win.
How you feel about Ryan and Rolly though?
Rolly's not, bro. Rolly's connected
Mm-hmm.
with Mayweather's camp and all of that. So I think
Right.
that's the only reason he's getting all these.
You don't
You know
think
what I
he's
mean?
ready for those fights? The
No,
top-tier
bro.
fights?
Like, has he proven anything? He loses every fucking time.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
that one belt he got, come on, that was controversial.
Yeah,
They
that's
stopped the
true.
fight and gave him the belt when he was getting his ass whooped.
That is very true.
You know, that belt needed to go to the other dude, man.
Yeah,
so
sometimes the politics get you where you.
I like his character. You know what I'm saying? He's a character in the way he sells the fight and stuff. And Tank said he hits real hard, but
Yeah.
bro, if you notice, he's real susceptible to catching that left hook, man. You know what I'm saying?
And Ryan's got a hell of a
He
left
got a
hook.
hell of a left hook, man. So I don't know. I think Rolly's more entertaining than dynamic. You know what I mean?
Right, dog.
And
what's
everybody
y'all?
looks
The
good
chat
on
is
the bag.
lit. It's funny, man. Both our moms in the chat. That's what I'm watching.
Shout
My
out.
mom said, "Hey guys,
Mother's Day's
everybody,
coming soon.
everybody's looking good. Thank you so much, man. We working
Yeah.
on this, man." Oh, what else, man? What else? Hey guys, loving the conversation. That's what's up, man. Thank you. I'm glad y'all tuned in. I'm glad y'all enjoy it. What I've noticed is that our demographic is I ain't even gonna do that. We just got a dope demographic, period. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there that got stuff to do that's on the, like, really living in the real world, that take out their time to listen and watch us. You know what I'm saying? At 11-ish. We're trying to get it back to 11 flat. We working on it. Last week was 11. This week we was a little, you know what I mean?
I mean, because when we do the lives, it's, you know what I mean? That's when it's 11-ish. But
that's a fact.
when it's a edited or pre-recorded episode, it's like
It'll be 11.
easy to go up on at 11 because I'm scheduling them early. You know what I mean? But
that's real.
we
And, boy,
appreciate
in
y'all
order to
showing
get
up
me-
at 11-ish, man.
That's a fact. Because to be here live on time at 11, man, I'm going to have to be here at like 8 in the morning. We're going to have to do breakfast together, G.
For real.
Yeah, man. Nah, but we really, really appreciate y'all keeping up with us, yo. We want, you know what I didn't expect? I didn't expect to be rapping at all last week.
Yeah,
and you know, Hollow through that. We gotta have bars, man.
Yeah,
Throw
yeah.
the beat on. We gonna rap. And threw me for a loop. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
straight up bitched out. Like, and it wasn't out of fear. It's just bro, I don't freestyle anymore. And the type of, you know, where I'm, where my head is at now, I can't freestyle that shit. You know what I'm saying? So all my freestyles will come out dirty. I'll regress back 20 fucking years and
X-rated
shit.
freestyle.
Yeah, man.
You're
So
like,
it's
damn,
like,
B.
yeah.
It's fun though. That's the fun way
It
to freestyle.
is, man.
You know?
It is. We was going to go see Sinners with my kids and stuff, and go see Sinners if y'all ain't watched that movie.
Still didn't
man.
see it yet. I'm dying to see it. I
man.
keep on seeing people that saw it like, yo, you gotta see
Go
it.
see it while it's in the theater, man. That movie's fire, bro. Fire. And it has to do with the music and a lot of the, bro, you'll relate. You'll relate with everything that we doing now.
Mm-hmm.
You'll
I'm
relate,
definitely gonna check it out. There's a lot of like really dope movies that are coming out these last few weeks. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta get to the movies eventually at some point. There's The Accountant 2, I want to see that.
Yeah.
It's real dope. I know part 1 was fire. The Sinners, there's more. There's The Death of a Unicorn.
That was pretty good, man. I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it was. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But that Sinners, man, like the way they connected the music, and I don't want to spoil it, man. So I can't say much, man. Go see it because I want to
Just
talk
go
about it,
see
and
it.
it's new, so I don't want to spoil it to anybody that might be watching. But it's definitely a good watch, man. Definitely.
Right, yo, right.
And the music is fire.
All right.
Fire.
Top fans in the house. That's a fact, y'all. We love y'all to death.
Hell yeah.
Right, yo, I can't wait to start traveling too. I think I'm starting to get, you know, after you've been in like the same place for a long time, I'm getting that way. Like, yo, it's time to get out.
Yeah.
I'm ready to travel.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I went to my daughter's school. She had this ballet performance, and so I was talking to her teacher, and she's like, "Oh, it's finally." My lady usually goes to like all those, you know, school events, and so they really haven't met me. I know like the after school program people.
Yeah.
But the teacher came up. She's like, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you." And Zinnia told me all about Pyro Music Fest. I was like, word. I was with it. She's like, she gets a chance. She said she got a chance to go on stage with you, and you're a DJ. And I was like, I am. I felt crazy saying it. I was like, just by trade, like you know what I mean? It's people that been doing this a long time. I'm new on the DJ scene, but I am a DJ.
Yeah.
You remember that time we was outside, heard somebody, man, I got a chance to smoke a joint with the DJ from Brother Mikey.
Yeah, with the DJ from Brother Mikey. That was funny as hell, man. And it's crazy how that, like, it happened, man, because you started going out there and then was like, yo, you need merch. Then it was like, merch, man.
Merch.
Then it was like this. Then next thing you know, like, you're on stage, and it's all about calling. It's not like you Bogart at the stage. It's all about calling, dog. Like, you was trying to avoid that,
And
actually.
I wanted to take pictures. Like, all the stuff I initially wanted to do was all off stage. You know what I'm saying?
So now without a camera guy, we need somebody to work the merch tent.
Anybody want to shoot pictures and sell merch? DM
but
us.
you know what's funny is that creator always provides, right? You know, when you take an action.
Right.
And usually at the shows that we at, Caitlin's there.
That's
Shout out
so
Caitlin
true,
and Ryan.
yo.
But Caitlin takes
has
the
been
best
coming
pics
through
and
in the clutch.
yeah.
For real. Caitlin's photography, y'all. Follow her. She is the truth. She captures these moments. But like, people take pictures. But it
Yeah,
feels
but
like
she's
she
a
captures
photographer, yeah.
Like the spirit of the
She has
moment
the
and
eye.
the time.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do. That's hard to capture.
Yeah.
So she definitely been there in the clutch for us.
Yeah, I've used a lot of the pictures that she's taken and stuff. I always make sure I tag her on that and everything, man, because shout out Caitlin. She shot for that Naco show too in Chicago and stuff. We got out there last minute and
That's
it was
right.
like, whoa,
That's
boom,
right.
boom. So she got some good pics of that. And yeah, we're fortunate enough to have people out there that believe in what we're doing and add their, you know.
Right? People that push the movement.
Everybody plays a part, man, and that's the whole thing. You gotta just know what your part is. Don't overstep on that. You know, play your position.
Oh,
and,
you know what I just said without
and everybody's
me
part of the
saying
big
it?
picture.
I was like, it's people that push the movement. Y'all go check Push the Movement, Brother Mikey, and Skylar Davis. It's a great listen, yo.
Yeah, Skylar's gonna be at Frequency 1 too. And if y'all want to get $20 off your Frequency 1 tickets right now until May 15th, use Save 20. Code Save 20.
Save 20.
Yeah, at checkout and
We're
stuff.
gonna need our own code. We're gonna work on it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Yeah. And
get your Pyro tickets. Pyro's coming fast, yo.
yo, the days they flying like this. Before you know it, you're like, oh no, it's this week.
And it's funny because I'm like, I gotta get this set together. How many Pyros do I make the set like an hour before the show? I'm like, we gotta go do sound check, and I'm still putting the set list together. But I like to gauge the vibe and everything, man. So I'll be prepared. But it's never the set that I prepared beforehand that I end up doing. Because I'm like, okay, the vibe, this, that, and third. And I always make them last minute changes. So I'm just trying to make the rough draft of the...
Yeah,
I'm thinking about...
of what the show may or may not be.
I think I'm going to do one song from each album, dog.
Ooh, that's fine.
You know what I mean? And just go through the... Like in order, too. In order, go through the journey.
It's the evolution of Brother Mikey. That's fire, son.
Well, for the most part, in order, because I like to go to Pyro. I like to finish with Pyro in my heart, and that's like the third album, fourth album, fifth album. I lost track. Of
albums. You out here like Lil Russ out here.
I lost track, bro.
That's what's up, dog.
But because it's bro, we don't stop living, man. So every experience is a song. You know what I'm saying?
It's new music.
Yeah, it's new music, and since I'm singing true shit, I'm not trying to create stories. I'm singing what we going through and stuff, what I'm going through. It just flows. Like I had that conversation with Lapaka Roots, and he was talking about writer's block and how do I deal with it. I'm like, I don't get it because, and I'm not trying to be cocky. I don't get writer's block because I'm not trying to create stories. I'm just singing about what I'm going through. For better or for worse. There's people that are butthurt about it because...
No, that's
my experiences ain't all kumbaya. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're writing your life.
Right.
That's real right there. I think that may be where I probably lost focus on writing the music. This shit used to come out so easy, and people were always like, yo, this is amazing, this is that.
Because it was
and
true
then
story.
I believe I just started thinking about it too much. What is going to go on the paper, and how is this going to sound? When initially, my first 10 years of doing music, I never thought of
and you know,
whatever was going to come
in mainstream, you get to the point, too, where you got to like be like, yo, what sounds like it will go on the radio? And then you got to start kind of trying to create according to what's popping. Yeah, you know what I mean? But with what we doing now, it's like, no, it's lived experiences that we talking about. So it's easy it just flows, you know? And then as far as the word play goes, it just flows. It's like we're all channels, man. You got to allow yourself to be a channel. You know,
real,
and you can't be scared to say the truth, man. You know, whether people can handle it or not, man. You know, and it doesn't mean I'm bitter or jaded. It just means I went through an experience that I'm sharing with y'all.
And
it's a heads up. You know, it's a heads up, an awakening.
It is.
None of it is angry. It's just that, you know, if the shoe fits, wear it. And when the shoe fits, you're gonna get mad if you're not willing to. You know what I'm saying? Look in the mirror.
That's real shit,
but
yo.
It is what it is. I always talk French during those, you know. I mean, we must. We is not. I will never stand and be like, you gotta do this. I don't virtue signal, dog. We go through shit. You know what I mean? We all go through shit. So we just gotta maintain that realness. You know?
Yeah, that's real, yo.
Yeah.
So I'm bummed out. I'm gonna be missing Pyro again this year. Oh man.
Yeah.
And then, bless you, got to bring your mom to a Pyro weekend. That is a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact. Definitely working on that. She be trying to fly out and meet us. See that the flight attendant shit got her messed up. I'm like, nah, this is road trip stuff.
Nah, but I mean, let her fly out as long as she gets there. You know what I mean?
That's true.
As long as she gets there, fly out. We'll meet at the airport.
With me, it's like I feel like that's part of the festival, the actual road trip, the travel to get there, those hours and building in anticipation and things like that. I mean, everybody's different though, you know. I
love the road trip, man.
I love it. I love being on the road,
especially since you do all the driving.
It's
easy, man. It's a breeze to get there from here to Michigan, from here to wherever.
The drive's no problem.
I forgot what it was you said last time when I was like, man, that's kind of far. He was like, nothing's far when you ain't driving. I was like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Let's go.
Good point. Let's go.
Yeah, what were we talking about? Minnesota, I think.
Something like
Flying
yeah,
out or
Minnesota.
driving. I'm like,
yeah.
let's drive.
Let's drive. I was
dog.
like, it's far. He's like, nothing's far when you ain't driving. Touche.
Touche, brother. Touche. That's fine.
Minnesota's gonna
you
be
did?
fun.
Your mom said I flew out to my first pyro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's real, yo.
Yeah.
That's real. Maybe she's gonna meet us.
Yeah,
there this
because that
year.
was 2019, I believe. And then after that, my cousin started flying to New York. He crosses country to come vibe with us, man.
Yeah, that's real.
I really, really love that, man. So he usually flies to New York, then they drive from there.
Ah,
You know what I
got
mean?
you.
Yeah.
That's fire. See, he's still getting road tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, you
shit, he's
see,
flying
Ma, look,
cross country, so
You got to go to Pyro Weekend. You're being summoned to Pyro Weekend, ma.
yeah, yeah.
What we doing?
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be fun. We always make it, we make the best of it, And there's reality there, man. Like people want to act like, oh, it's all love. It's not. That's
Yeah,
a
that's a
lie.
fact.
That's a lie. There's all types of shit there. You always gotta watch your kids anywhere you go.
No matter
you know what I'm
where
saying?
you are.
But there is a lot of love there. You know what I mean? It's a lot of vibes. I got a lot from it. My kids did.
Yeah, me too.
You know.
Got a lot of love. You just got to understand that with things like that, there's always going to be people around with ulterior motives or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you just got to be on your P's and Q's, but
Yeah.
have fun and live life. Like, it's not... I didn't find, like, many dangerous vibes, maybe, like,
Yeah.
manipulative things or something
Yeah.
like that. But aside from that, it's wholesome fun
Yeah.
to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
it
get
is.
you get what you're looking for. You know what I mean? That's probably that's the first thing that you told.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
out here, you're
and
gonna
when
get
I
what
say
you're looking for.
when I'm speaking about like it's not all up, again, I'm not. We coming from the artist point of it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
and there's a
right.
lot of people that they're desperate to be on the big stage. They're desperate to get their music out and stuff. So some of them move that way. You know what I'm saying? And that's everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
But reality's reality. There's balance to everything, man. There's balance
true.
to everything. You can't have all light and recognize the light if there's not dark. You know what I mean? So,
One doesn't exist without the other.
right,
Joy doesn't exist
right.
without. What's the opposite of joy?
Don't
Don't put all your eggs
Misery.
in a bag. Is what I'm trying
Yeah,
to tell
don't
you.
put all your eggs in the
You
bag,
understand?
man.
Balance is the key.
Yeah.
But yeah, my mom said yes. And when is the next one? Well, just so happens that the next pyro is June
5th through the
6th?
yeah,
That
something like
weekend
that.
of the 6th, probably 5th, 6th, 7th, or 6th, 7th, 8th. It's
Yeah.
something like that. But it's definitely next month. We're a month away, is what I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna put the flyers up on the green room
Yeah, we might
IG
post
and all of
one
that.
right here.
Yeah. Well, actually, this is live, so we ain't gonna post one right here.
Never mind. Right here.
He forgot we was live and shit.
We're gonna have our phone number right here.
Right here.
And
But
the
we will
flyer.
put our tags though right here. Yeah.
Follow us, follow us.
And follow the BMB Greenroom
Yeah, that's
on
big.
IG. We'll be putting up the flyers there and everything.
That's major. Definitely follow us on the gram at BMB Greenroom. That's Brother Mikey and Bless Greenroom. People,
Yes.
a lot of people put BNB.
BNB.
BNB. I'm like BMB.
BMB.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Brother Mikey and Bless, right? BNB. I'm like, no, bro. It's Brother Mikey Bless.
Yes. It's not Brothers Nikes.
Brothers Nikes.
Brothers Nikes
Yo,
unblessed.
Brothers Nikes are beautiful. What? Oh, shit, man. We out here, yo.
It's funny, man. We was having the conversation about, age and stuff. And uncles and blessings trying to duck that title. And I'm like, my man, like,
It is what it
it
is.
is what it is.
It's
dog.
lo que es.
Yeah. And a lot of that is not even age, like we were saying. It's like, lived experience and wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, so when we share it, the way we do with the music and even conversation, that's what a lot of people don't get, man. It's beyond the stage, the work that we're doing. So
very
we come off stage and I expend more energy off stage
That's
than
a
on
fact.
stage.
Every
It's
time.
wild. Yeah.
Every time. And we go hard, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all ever seen me back there dancing? I'm waving and shit. I'm the whole cardio workout back there. And that ain't the part that takes the energy from
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The irony.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really
crazy.
like just walking around and transfer of energies, man. A lot of hugs, handshakes, all that stuff, man. When you connect to people. By the way, I just want you to understand if you're shaking hands with everybody, I'm not saying I don't want to stop people, but watch, be careful with who you
guard your
entangle
energy.
with, man, because it's transferred.
Yeah.
So
Make sure you're recovering and recouping and, you know what I'm saying, recharging
Correct,
and all of that.
correct,
Because
yo.
it'll catch up to you like this, man. And then you just find yourself in a shit mood and
Right.
like, why? And it's like, nah, because
Stay
we
hydrated, all
for
of
the
that.
people. We for the people, but we don't belong to the people. And that's what I've been experiencing, people getting twisted. It's like, no, you don't get to rewrite my story. You don't get to tell me what I can and can't say.
You don't own me.
You don't own
Yo,
me. You know what I'm
just gave me
saying?
an idea
Being for the
song.
people is not. Yeah, there you go.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Oh boy, it's going down. He been making these beats. I know I've been telling y'all, man, but I got this beat, and what he said right now is all in the title. It's all in the song. It's fire. You gotta hear it. So now I got an idea where to go with this music.
Yo, that's perfect, bro.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
perfect. Because that's what my experience has been. But it's not the majority though.
It's not.
It's not. It's the loud ass minority that are angry, and it's like, what? Ask yourself why though. Ask yourself why you mad at me telling the truth, and you don't get to rewrite my shit. You don't get to tell me what I can and can't, and you don't get to tell me, oh, you should only sing love. And it's like, hey, I am. If I didn't love y'all, I wouldn't give a shit about your downfall. You know what I'm saying? So these songs that people are kind of getting butthurt about are warnings that we could all, it's pitfalls everywhere.
I agree.
And I'm warning you about the pitfall, but since you're like doing shit, you like, you angry at it. But the majority of the people who are receiving it and understanding that I'm sharing experiences, because we all got to learn from each other's experience. We make our own mistakes. How many times have I said that? Learn from everybody else's mistakes and
like
make your own.
Often it's like that. It's only like, you hear to say a bad apple, a few bad apples or something like that, but it's often like that. Like the majority of people understand what we say, how we feel. It just be few that got, you know what I mean?
And the crazy thing is, if them few would understand the message, they'd get farther in where they're trying to be.
I agree.
I
agree 100%.
They get
They're
way
not
farther.
understanding.
Yeah,
they're looking at it from a victim standpoint, as if you're attacking them. But this is all. I'm looking for a word in English. That's the first. Consejos.
These are consejos.
These are consejos.
It's advice.
Advice. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with me? That's my first language, y'all. I'm like Steven Seagal. How you say in English?
How you say in English? Like, motherfucker, you mean how you say in your first language? How do you say in English? The man of many accents.
How do you say in English? Advice.
Yeah, but real talk, man. It's like, you just be real, man.
Yep.
Reality is balance, man. And nobody is happy all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
These people that want me to be happy all the time are mad when I'm not happy. So you're not happy all the time. See?
That's a fact.
Checkmate.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what's
Checkmate.
crazy is I feel like if the way we teach things are changed, the way we even learn things, like we often learn things in like trying not to be the way they are now is like people trying not to be offensive. But I believe if you try not to be offended, we probably have a better outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like say what you want to say what you feel without teetering on the idea.
You know what's crazy? When it's a group, like a big group behind your back, they angry. But how many times we say the same thing in front of people and they understand? They seem to understand
like,
more one-on-one. It's like, oh yeah, because you don't have that mob mentality.
we were thinking
or you
that.
don't feel like, you can't look around and say, I'm supposed to be angry right now. Like, be yourself. If you're not angry, don't act angry.
That's
if
real.
something doesn't offend you, don't act offended. But you will get everything you look for. So if you're looking to be offended, you're going to be offended.
You're gonna get that.
Yeah, if
for
you're
sure.
looking for peace, you're gonna find peace. But in order to find peace, you gotta go within and see yourself, man. Like I had to look in that mirror and it was ugly. I didn't like it at first. And then I learned what accountability really is, man. It's not
Holding up
about
the
being
mirror.
right.
Holding up the mirror is very important, man.
Yeah.
You got to make it to yourself where this is where you accept your reflection, where you understand what's going on. That mirror is very important. because
There's no change until you see your reflection. How you know what you got to change? Even in the gym, it's like, bro, at one point I looked in the mirror, it was like, damn, I'm letting myself go. And then with deeper than that, my health, and then I got family to be around for. So it's like I had to look in the literal mirror to start making. Now I'm starting to like what I see in the literal mirror.
I like
Same
the mirror.
thing in the
I
metaphoric
was saying
mirror.
that a couple episodes. I'm like, you can't even get me out the mirror now. I'm stuck. I'm there all day.
But you know what I'm saying? The same thing in the spirit.
On the chat, man. Let me see. When is the next one? And then Bless looks like your mom is game. She is. She's with it. She said, okay, I can request those days off. I'll see you guys
We
there.
already got her the IPD ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She said, I'm requesting the days off. I'll see you guys there.
Let's go.
I got the button
right. Because usually he goes...
at the casino. I did it again. Have fun, Doña Debra. Maybe I'll see you there next year. Yo, word, man. I would love to get y'all to in a festival, man. We gonna do this. I like this, man. I really like that. The things that we're doing is really bringing people together. Like, and I was telling him off camera, I'm like, man, we got the best fans. Like, we got the best fans, and growing like that, just how we growing, I'm really good with this. Our small community, we make a drop in the water. The drop makes a ripple. The ripple makes a wave. We could change the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's really up to us.
Right, right. We was even talking about that. Like, what was the question they asked you?
It was when, like, what are you doing? What y'all guys are doing is so great. Do you think it lasts for a long time?
Right.
And I was like, damn, that was a deep question.
It was a deep question. So when he asked me that question, I was like, yeah, it does, but not necessarily from our vessel. That's why we got to plant the seeds. And like my indigenous elders and the people that guide me always say we do it for the next 7 generations. So if we do what we got to do for the next 7, they'll do what they got to do for the next 7. And even when this body is gone, that message is still going to continue. You know what I'm saying? And that's the ripples.
Yes, indeed.
That's the ripples.
That's what it is.
Problem is, a lot of people want to be the one that change it. There's no one that's going to change it. We got to...
You don't want to be a drop. You want to be a tsunami.
Right, right. And we relax. Are just a drop. That's going to make ripples. That makes me think of a news
story that I heard. Somebody stopped in the middle of a 5-lane freeway because they were missing their exit. It's a freeway.
Oh, that's
Everybody
wild.
going.
That is wild.
And I heard the person that reporting the story was like, we have a serious case of main character syndrome.
Right.
And I was like, damn, that's fire. He was like, that right there is detrimental. Like, it's on you if you're missing your exit.
Yeah, there's always a next exit.
Endanger the lives of everybody else on this highway because you were missing that. You want to cut over 4 lanes. Yo, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, main character syndrome. And what people don't understand is everybody's living their own movie, and everybody is the star in their own movie. You might not even be a supporting character in somebody's movie. You might just be non-existent. So you got people really got to stop that main character shit, man, because we're all part of the big picture, man.
And I had never even heard that before. That I was like, wow, that shit is deep. I could see how that goes if we all in our own movies, but we have to coexist.
Right,
you know what I mean? So we got to do things, and it goes back to like respect yourself and respect others. You know what I mean? If you have those 2 things in check, then like you normally won't go wrong. You're gonna have discrepancies or whatever because
main character syndrome also. And I hate to be. It's just this is what I'm living right now. So I hate that I keep coming back to this, but there's a big lesson in this. The people that want me to rewrite shit, the people that want me to not release certain things, y'all got main character syndrome. Because I'm not doing it for you necessarily. I'm doing it for the next 7 generations. I'm giving these heads up. When I say don't play with the medicine, if you don't like what I'm saying, change the station. You know what I'm saying?
And that's also advice for them.
It's advice for them. It's advice for the next 7 generations. And y'all should be worried about the next 7. You know what I'm saying?
Because if it's about the next 7 generations, and then these people in this generation are playing with the medicine, you're giving them advice to not play with the medicine. That way we can course correct the next 7.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not hate at all.
At all.
Way, yo. That's what
at all.
is
like if you want to keep playing with the medicine, go right ahead. It doesn't matter to me. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
But the warnings I'm giving to the next 7, You know what I'm saying? And it's even not even an angry way I'm putting it. Like if y'all listen to the music, it's in a loving way. Sometimes it's tough love, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't. I don't even feel like this is tough love. I'm just really saying there's people out there that play with the medicine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they can't take the truth. Don't be that. You know what I mean? You're gonna stunt your growth. You know what I'm saying? And everything I do is for the next 7. And the indigenous people want me to be harsher, bro. Some of the elders want me to, man, a little bit tougher on the love. And I'm like, damn, dog.
Warrior
These
time.
people are melting right now from the little bit of tough love I'm giving, you know?
Yeah. And the crazy shit is that the people that you speak of, like these ain't people that we on some fighting shit. We hug these people every time we see y'all. Like, if you can't understand that this message is coming from love, then something you gotta analyze yourself.
You know why? Like, there's a few that I got in mind. I ain't gonna say no names or none of that. There's a few that I got in mind that are angry because I see now when I through their actions, through their act, not by my feelings, through their actions, that when they give you the hug, they got that knife right there. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Right, because it's like, yo, look at what you've done. You know what I'm saying?
We were saying that too. Don't hug me with a knife.
Yeah.
I'm definitely putting that one on.
Yeah.
We doing a shirt. Nah, it's so relevant. It's like, I love you. Don't hug me with a knife.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Moms of BMB will be in the house. Yeah. That's fire. Moms of BMB. We gonna get y'all your own podcast.
Yeah, for real. For real.
My daughter wants to pod now.
Yeah.
She's ready. She's like, so we can shoot right here if we set up right here.
Bro,
like,
she came out of her shell so crazy, bro. It's like, I remember she wouldn't even talk to nobody. She'd give you the side eye and everything.
Right.
Bro, now she's singing, dancing, drawing. Like, she does a lot of art, man. Like,
the teacher said
always
the same
nourished
thing.
that, bro.
She's just really come out of her shell in the last couple months. I'm like,
bro, and let me tell you, but I'm not chalking it up to Pyro, but I know those experiences do things. Because I remember when she first went, she was mad shy. Then next thing you know, she had a gang of kids there. She's doing face painting.
Yeah, bro.
When my daughter first went, she was real shy. On the road trip back, she's ordering her own food, all of this, and she's totally different now. You know what I'm saying? So
on stage playing bass with you.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. That's
like,
a moment I'll never forget, man.
That was fire.
My son and my daughter on stage with me. Tim Snyder up there, like they've accomplished things, man, at such an early age, man. That
yo, for real, man. I was sitting there, I was recording and shit. I was crying. I'm like, man, you gotta stop crying, you bitch.
And that's the good part of Pyro, man. There is a lot. Like you said, you're gonna get what you want to get because I remember y'all brung somebody that was not having a great time. You know what I mean? And it happens. It happens, dog. You know, you're going to find what you're looking for.
Yo, you know what's crazy? All right, so, the specific person is like from the city. So it reminds me of us, right? So you go out to the sticks and you're like, yo, this is uncomfortable. We're from the concrete jungle. This is different. Yeah. And you're just not used to things, yo. We fear what we don't understand. This same person is verbalized to me like, I would love to go back there. Like, it's different now. I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, yeah, that's real. You would have a great time. You just was shocked that you ain't understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is jarring. You know what I'm saying?
And then she, like, it's a single mom with her kids.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It was a lot of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I got it. She was overwhelmed. But
that's what it is. She was overwhelmed.
Super duper.
She was overwhelmed because she had moments.
Yeah.
She had moments where it was a good time, but yeah, she was definitely overwhelmed. It's definitely hard.
She was talking to Galen for like hours where they got some super clarity. They became real good friends right there. They had similar situations, and I would never know. None of us would ever known that they were. But that one-on-one conversation, like, wow, this and the other. I don't want to speak on the topics. You know what I'm saying? But
shout out Galen Deary, man.
Right.
He's gonna be at Pyro too, man.
Ooh,
yeah, him and his band. Chase Mackay's gonna be there, so they do that trio thing. Right. So yeah, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be real good. This is gonna be
a live Pyro.
Yeah.
And yeah, so shout out to my daughter's teacher. That was, she was like, Pyro Music. I tried to check, but it wouldn't let me go on the page from the school system. So I imagine it's crazy. I was like, it's not crazy. Go on from the house.
Yeah.
Check it out. And buy your tickets.
And definitely catch Brother Mikey.
Right, all right. Catch Brother Mikey. Yeah. It's going down. I was gonna call you the new Bob Marley.
Oh man, you gotta stop that shit, man. It's crazy because, like, bro, I've never gotten that many comparisons to Bob Marley. You know what I'm saying? And every
Right, that
time I
was
get it,
wild.
it feels crazy. But I know it's not the sound of it's the messaging. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's the messaging,
It's love
and that goes back
portrayed
to the
through
whole
music.
thing. Like, they not mad at him for speaking the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
They
he
not
was
mad at
talking
him.
he was talking some talk. It was,
Yeah, yeah.
It was true shit, but it was good form. It was good rhythm. It was like, you know, and back then it was before the information age. You know what I mean? Like where we at right now
Right,
is
right.
so crazy, man. I don't think people even care to make sense. Or
We
anything.
in the era right now where
You just wanna
if
be heard.
somebody's mad, if somebody's mad, they feel that they have entitlement to shut you down. And that's why it's like you a little bit hurt, so you trying to shut me down.
Yeah.
Good luck, because
Good luck.
I don't care, for one. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yo.
I'm not in it for fame. I'm not in it for money. You know, whatever comes. But we on a calling, man. And I don't think that as long as I'm answering the call in the right way, I don't think that y'all could stop Creator, man. You know?
Right. This ain't our plan.
Right.
For real. If y'all only knew, like, this is really not our plan.
It's
Like,
not, man. We just going with the flow to the point where it's like when shit happens, I'm like, oh, wow, I wasn't aiming. And then some people be mad because it's like, you know how long I've been trying to get on that? And it's like, that ain't my fault. You know, I didn't cut your throat to be here.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't cut anybody's throat to be anywhere I am, you know?
Super fact, yo. Super
And
fact.
I don't even look at myself like I'm at this level of, you know what I mean? I just show up. I just show up to what's mine. I collect what's mine.
Yeah, neither do I. Yo. That's a real important thing. My homeboy was just telling me, he's like, what did he say? He said something like, "Oh, people recognize you everywhere. You're famous ass." I was like, "Nah, I'm not famous. Or I don't feel famous. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's regular, real talk when you deal with me." And he's my man. I'm like, nah, what? People don't recognize me anyway. I go to the stores. I'm not there. Like, you know what I mean? And even when I am there, if we happen to get there, like, I'm super down
Remain
to earth,
humble.
man.
Yeah,
I'm
remain
just down
humble.
to earth, bro. It's just regular shit, yo.
Remain humble and stuff. I feel like the people that some of the and I don't just mean the people. I mean like the people that are doing the same thing that we doing. When they putting you on that platform, like, oh, you're up here now, dog. I feel like I don't know. There's a level of envy in there.
It might be
you know
too.
what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
I've never looked at myself like that, and y'all trying to make me seem like if I'm acting the way you're putting, and I'm not. You know what I mean? I
You're
stay
famous ass.
yeah,
What?
bro.
Where
I'm
did that
telling you,
come from?
anytime I've gotten a comparison, whether it's messaging or anything, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that beat right there sounds like this, and it's got to do with Bob Marley. I always get uncomfortable because it's like, nah, man. I feel like those are those pedestals that I kick out the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm real cringy about pedestals and shit like that.
Yeah,
'cause
right.
That's the beginning of the downfalls when you climb up on them things.
Where it comes from. I guess to me, it depends where the message was delivered from. You know, because like it's some people that are real connoisseurs of the music and shit.
You know what
I
somebody
mean?
told me and fucked me up before I forget about that? They was like, they did the comparison. I was like, nah, but how you figure? And he straight up was like, because you channel ancestors. That's one of your ancestors. We all Taino from that area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And who's to say that the same way
not that
it
connection.
lasts forever? The same way we saying it lasts forever. It might not be in this vessel, but if we plant them seeds, the message carries on. It might be that. That's what people are hearing. It's similar messaging. You know what I'm saying?
definitely
And a
agree.
stand against certain things. And it's like, okay, you know, that's more understandable than somebody like, you remind me of Bob Marley. Because how? None of my sound
and
is the
why?
same.
It's
My
not.
voice ain't the same. Certain messages, or maybe the way I get it across. But we have
It's that energy that
I do see that when we get on there, there's a level of unity that always shocks me, even years
too.
into doing it.
Me
It
too.
always shocks me the way people unite during our sets and stuff.
we be saying that. We always point that out. Like, look
Yeah.
at the difference in
Yeah,
the
it's
people
wild.
that's here. It's like, it's crazy. And then
And
what
that's
bugs
what-
me out
and
is the
that's
real
where I get
street
my
dudes
medicine.
always, right? At one,
Yeah.
like, it just standing and really locked in.
Right.
Like,
And I've seen hood dudes cry, dog, and then they catch us backstage and share their story. Man, I just got out of doing a 10-year joint and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, bro, so we're there for a reason different than everybody's there for a different reason.
Correct.
So if I do what y'all want me to do and deliver it the way I won't reach those people that need healing too.
fact,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all can't relate to who I could relate to, just like I can't relate to everybody you could relate to.
You're different people.
So I'm never gonna tell y'all how to do y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that they feel entitled, and then what started getting to me was when they start our warrior. I ain't your anything, man. I'm a warrior, but I am not your anything, man. And if you fall into that, you don't own me, man. I'm not your anything, man.
Right, that's real.
You know?
Super duper real, yo. The song again. You know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. That song is happening in your head right now, dog.
Yeah. I like this, yo. Yo, this is gonna be a serious run as far as shows go. You know what I'm saying? What was the other one? Flower Fest.
Flower Fest, yeah, Magic Flower Fest.
Magic Flower Fest
At the Magic Flower Farm. That's where we went to that eclipse, man.
Yes,
It was on that
was
same
dope.
spot, but
That was dope.
that was magic.
It's gonna be fun.
Flower.
And then,
Farm.
yeah, as y'all know, we spoke about Pyro this whole show, right?
Yeah.
And then we got Frequency 1.
Frequency 1 in July. That's
In
gonna
July.
be dope as hell, man. Like that lineup is looking good too, man.
Very amazing. And then, of course, we have Indigenous Peoples Day in Randall's Island, New York. I got
Yeah.
a lot of people that already hitting me up talking about going over there. So I'm like, oh, this is cool because we talking about in October and people pre-planning from now. So
Yeah.
this is going to be a successful event, man. Shout out to Red Rum. Shout out to Uncle Cliff. Shout out to
Yes.
everybody who puts that together. Red Hawk
Council, yeah.
Red Hawk Council.
Red
So, yeah.
Spirit as well.
Right,
Shout out to
right.
them.
It's a dope,
The aunties
dope
and the
collective
sisters.
event. Yeah, big up to all the elders, everybody. Like, I've really learned a lot every single time I've stepped in there, and it's felt. It's just different. You'll see where you go. It's a free event. They accept donations. There's, plenty of artists and vendors. Like, you find some interesting things there, yo. So make sure y'all make y'all way out if y'all gonna be in the New York City or tri-state area, you know, or wherever you're gonna be. If you like to fly out or take road trips, check us out. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, there's a lot to do there, man. You know, there's a lot to do there.
Yeah, I'm never bored. It's like always something going on. I'm like, this is really, really dope, man.
I say it every year. I'm like, I think I'm gonna camp this year, and I never do, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I would love to just stay on the island, stay on Randall's Island
It's
the whole
because we're in
weekend.
the city, though. So like when we get
Yeah,
a
I
chance to
know,
get back
yeah.
to the city, like we're from this and we don't live there.
Yeah.
So when we go, it's like we're so at home that, and you want to go back to the neighborhood and go to, like, it's so much going on that we often probably don't get a chance to camp. But I would love to.
Yeah, because especially that second day is that, sunrise ceremony and the water
Right.
ceremony. And that's at sunrise. It's like, you got to haul ass to get there. I would love to camp there, man. You know what I'm saying? But I keep saying that, but who knows, man? Who knows?
That's a fact, yo.
Who knows?
Somebody brought up to me, was it yesterday? El Cacique Mucaro, they were just talking about, I was watching PBS and saw your man's on there, bro. And they making moves to get land back. And I was like, yo.
Yeah.
It made me very proud. I was like, oh, that's fire. I'm glad that we could have put something up on our socials that, because the way I look at it, like, man, they move around.
Yeah.
They move around. And it's really happening. In the last couple of years, I see just a connection and awakening to something different. So, on PBS, shout out to y'all. Love, always. And let's keep on pushing the movement for real.
Yeah. Shout out Roberto Mucaro Borrero. You know what I'm saying?
shout out.
Big shout out,
Love,
Cacique.
love.
From the Guainea Yucayeque, you know what I mean?
Right,
That's my tribe and stuff. So they do great work, man. I love it, man.
Beautiful
always
things happening.
always keeping it at the forefront. And like Auntie LaDonna used to say, man, our existence is our resistance. And how long have they tried to erase us, man? Where it's like, I thought extinction, you never hear our language. And I'm like, I got music with our language, and
Yes, indeed.
it's like I go to IPD yearly to get that recharge. You know what I mean? That's where it all started for me as Brother Mikey. It was like my first joint was opening up for Naco at IPD and stuff, opening up the music. You know, Auntie Pua brought me out there. Shout out to Auntie Pua and all the Kiai in Big Island, Hawaii, fighting for Sacred Mauna Kea and stuff. And we went out there and that's where it started for me. So every year I like to go. I didn't go last year, but every year I like to end it there. And it's like, you know, the fresh start even, you know. It's like milestone.
True. Yeah. You know, it's
get
like
my
a
recharge
marker.
from everything, all this draining stuff because it's hard work, man. And I don't, you know, I love the performance part of it. You know what I'm saying? I love getting on stage and releasing, you know what I'm saying? But it is hard work on the spirit, on the energy, you know what I mean? It's
most
taxing
definitely.
and stuff. So when I go there around these people and I hear the stories and, you know, because they share the stories of the suffering, the good times, the this, the that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you really feel that, yo, if y'all could go through this, man, I could make it another year.
Oh,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
that's
If
real.
that, you know?
It brings you right back.
Right,
Yeah, it
right,
levels.
right.
Oh, I like that.
Because
I
a
like
lot of
that.
times we like, man, this is so hard on me, hard on me. Again, main character syndrome pops in from time to time. And then you realize, oh, man, if y'all going through all of that, man, what I'm doing is cake work, man. You know, so,
Yeah.
you know, shout out to the Warriors and
I'm
stuff.
reading the chat again. Wants to get on the food line early.
Yo, that's a fact, bro.
Yeah, I was on the food line. We was on both. Remember we looking at each other?
That's funny as hell. Yeah, you got to get on the food line early
Oh man, that's real.
because it gets hectic.
I got the gear for you. Yeah.
See, she always says that too. I got the gear if you want to go camping, and I do, man. I really do, but and sometimes it be cold as hell too, man.
I know, right? Yo.
October.
You're like, I don't know. On second thought, I don't think it was bad though we missed last year.
Yeah.
The year before, was it really cold?
I don't
think
know.
so. I think
No.
it was good,
It was
remember?
good. It was good. That's when you was out there with the bags in the city, dog.
I was walking around like a tourist.
Yo,
amongst-
pulling luggage. I said, yo, you
He's
tourist.
like, yo, where you at? I'm like, Jamaica Queens on the corner smoking a joint with my bags. I checked
With
out of the
my
hotel
luggage.
already. He's like, what? What time you fly out? Nah, not till like 2, 3 in the morning. But I'm chilling though. Don't worry, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm watching people fight police. I'm like, it was a crazy corner. It was lit. I was like, man, I forget about, you know what I mean? Like New York. After a while, after you're away for a long time, and you, especially like, I mean, Orlando is kind of, you know what I'm saying? Now it's being considered like a major city. But like when you out and it's not the major cities and you go back there, it's such a rush. You just flip like, oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
people
night and
driving
day.
crazy. And in the South, you know, everybody's like, just
Laid
nobody,
back.
you know, in New York, nobody talks to each other. We don't say good,
That's
have a good
crazy,
day, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just you going.
Yeah.
People don't even look to the sides to acknowledge people.
Yeah.
It's a difference of on
It's
go
wild.
life.
It's wild.
You know what I mean? But it's different.
I like coming home to Florida though, man.
Yeah. Me too.
I like coming home.
I love it here. I love it there. But I just, you know what I mean? In terms of like living and all, I think my body has like acclimated to not being on go.
The
all
pace-
the
the
time,
pace
you
here
know?
is
Yeah,
different,
slower
you know?
pace. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, I like to be in the city for a little while, and then I go back. I'm like,
I like traveling to New York.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I like living here. You know what I mean?
definitely.
And it's crazy when I used to visit here when I lived in New York and I used to visit Florida. It was like, oh God, if we ain't in Universal or something like that, it's like,
What
yo,
is
my
there to
God,
do
there's
here?
nothing to do. And when I first moved here, half this shit wasn't built, man.
That's what
So
they don't
it's-
understand.
yeah,
Now,
I've seen a
today
lot of
it's
the
different.
change, yeah.
But like back then when we first got here, there's no.
Yeah. The buses didn't even run after 9, bro. I'm like, yo, after 9
And,
o'clock, you don't got
yeah.
a car, you don't got a life, man.
And they were like, I'm talking about an hour and a half to 2 hours, like in between
Yeah.
buses.
yeah.
Like unreal. You sitting there and it's 100-degree
Yeah,
weather.
it's crazy. It was
You know what I mean?
wild.
You out there dying like, are you sure? I don't know if the bus is coming.
And
man.
nobody was from here.
yeah, that's
Nobody
the
was.
truth.
I always say that it's like we're the ones who brung the people into
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I'm from here. I'm from. It's our kids that are from
That's
here
right.
now.
They're from here. They're
Yeah,
kids.
everybody I met was. It was like seeing a unicorn when you met somebody that was born here and went to
Yo,
school.
That's
You're like,
true.
oh
That's
snap,
very
yo.
true. It was all out of towners, out of state, out of country, from
People
wherever
came
you
here to
from.
retire, shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yo,
Hell yeah.
that was crazy. And we really built a generation that's from here. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
Nobody was from here before us. Nobody was from here before
Uh-uh.
us. I'm telling wild lies.
Main character
in
shit.
in general, you know what I mean? I'm sure there
It was rare. It was rare. Yeah, yeah. They, of course, they had to be, but I didn't meet them.
Nah.
They wasn't around this area. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I knew was from somewhere else, man.
Yeah. There was no, and just rappers. There's a lot of rappers, a lot of labels, a lot of music is here. That was not the case when we got here. There was no hip hop out here. I want to say I was part of one of the first.
Yo,
hip-hop
because when I
groups.
was doing Forensic Records and we was doing music out here, like Mike lifted shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was hard to get taken serious coming out of Orlando
right,
because
right.
people was on that Mickey Mouse shit, and it's like, you know what I
But-
mean,
and
like.
even like that's what even like that before that time, like I'm talking about them early like those Commander days.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I was moving with a label called Maximilian Records, which was
I
the
remember
first hip hop.
Maximilian, yeah.
Maximilian, I was 11 years old on Maximil. Rest in peace, Big Will. But Maximilian was like the only one. There was the Warheads out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real Orlando person. When I got here, we talking about in the 90s, but there was no hip hop. There was just this few crew. There might have been a DJ crew. I can't remember the name. If y'all know it, you know what I mean? Put it in the comments. But those days, it wasn't hip hop music. So I don't think people can think of a day like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because here you got there's plenty producers, plenty rappers, plenty labels. It's all over now. It's
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
stops.
It's a
This
hub now.
wasn't a
Yeah, yeah.
stop before. Like
Right.
when people would move, it wasn't Orlando. Now everybody goes through. Like we doing Orlando, we doing Tampa, we doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's crazy, man. How things evolve. There's a lot of rappers out here now, yo. I love it though.
Facts.
I love hip hop anyway. So I love to see the work. I do hate the dumb shit, like, you know.
I mean, that's the majority of shit that's getting pushed by the radio. So a lot of these people, like, they could actually have something to say, but they gotta, people out here want to make money and shit. So it's like, if you gotta do that, you gotta cater to what the radio wants, and the radio wants us promoting violence, us promoting sex and drugs and shit like that. So
Yep.
it's hard for conscious rappers to make it.
Very
You know
true.
what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people that, you sing gutter shit, but then you'll kick a freestyle. I'm like, damn, he's spitting some conscious shit right now.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's like,
you're right.
I ain't gonna put that on my album because that's not what's getting pushed. And it's like, by design, they want us.
Right. And
They
the
want us
people
dead,
they
you know what I mean?
don't want you to put they want to promote detrimental shit being cool.
Yeah.
So if it's poison, then push it on them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mainly in hip hop though. Mainly in them urban areas and stuff. So it's like it seems very systematic the way they doing that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I gotta make a song about killing ops and stuff to get on.
The
And that's
drill.
wild, bro. That's wild. It's like if I'm spitting about something that's educating the youth, they gonna find a way to clown it, not give it any airplay. It's like you gotta find a way to subliminally say conscious shit, and that's whack, man. It's like,
Trash, right? Yeah.
come on, why I gotta be before we had to be subliminal about some of the, to say some slick shit. You know what I mean? That's like, nah, straight up, I'll kill this, I'll kill that. You know what I mean?
I think I'm
on
starting to
lean,
hear-
I'm on this, I'm on
Yeah.
that, I'm on Percocets, I'm on
Right.
this. Like but if you spitting some knowledge, it's not gonna get heavy play, man.
They super duper push the junkie mentality.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. Like everything, like it's. They didn't even do that when I was young. Like hip hop was might have been violent or talk about getting money
Selling.
and things like that. But
Selling
you
the
were
drugs.
yeah.
Now it's doing the
Now,
drugs.
Do all
It's
the
like,
drugs
yeah.
you can. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
They definitely pushing that, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the labels, not even the labels, man. Yeah, the labels, the radio heads.
Everybody who has something to do with marketing, man.
And then if you
know what
go
I mean?
and follow the money, you'll see the program. You'll see the program. It ain't your own people that's pushing you to do that shit, man.
That's a fact.
It ain't your own people that's pushing you to murder each other and be on drugs. It's not, man. They making money off of your downfall, bro.
I'll tell you who it is.
Fucking Bill
Bill
Gates, bro.
Gates.
Fuck Bill Gates, bro. You thought you was safe, Billy?
It's not your own people. Damn, yo, they naming the few and 69 boys and Quad City DJs.
Quad City
That's the name I was looking for.
DJs, yo.
Shout out to the chat. We came through. Yeah, I knew it. I knew we were gonna get some answers, man.
Quad City DJs.
Quad City DJs was also around back then. See, you know, you've been around. I like that. So you remember those days? There was not many of us. Hip hop was few and far in between over here. I believe that Disney and them was spending them dollars to keep people like not above underground. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why I believe that. Sounds conspiratorial, but if you see how things are run today,
Bro, I don't know how true it is, but I heard Disney just. We gotta research that. Disney just bought the old King James Bible. If that's true, man,
didn't
that's kind of
research
wild
any of that.
shit.
I said,
Yeah, I don't want to spread misinformation, but that's what I heard, and I want to research it. And if it's false, I'll come back and let y'all know it's fake news, man. But what I heard was Disney and Google bought the old King James Bible. And I also heard Disney's going back into their catalog in the old movies and they're adding chemtrails just
that's
to
out of
make it
control.
seem like, you know what I'm
it's been
saying?
like
There's
this.
always been like this. There's
been
never
weird,
been a
bro.
clear sky. So I don't know, man. It just doesn't sound like anything that's, you know.
I'll tell you one of my
Beneath
favorite
them.
movies, man. It's from a book, Dr. Seuss book. It's called The Lorax. They made a movie out of it. I don't know if you
Danny
ever seen
DeVito.
it, but yeah,
He voices the Lorax.
It's real. It's what's really happening. Like, if you look, everywhere I go, I see them cutting down the trees
Oh, yeah.
and building shit. And this
Yeah.
is how we breathe. Like, I don't know what it is about humans that are doing things that are detrimental to humanity, but it's literally the name human is in humanity. You are human.
Yeah.
Like, people are living for the AIs and
Yeah.
for technology to do things that we can't do, and actively helping them take jobs and
Right.
like, it's insane.
Right.
And help people not procreate so we can't breed. Everything about it is so that we
weird,
don't
man.
survive. Everything about it is so that people,
But again, follow the money. It goes up to the elites and population control.
yeah, yo.
Population control, you know what I'm saying?
Right, man. It's insane how that shit happens. It's crazy to me.
And
Think
Bill
the idea-
Gates actually gave a number of this is what the population of the world should be at for us to be able to thrive and control. Like, come on, obviously
Where he
there's a
got
reason
that
I
from?
keep saying fuck
Did
Bill
he get
Gates.
that from the Guidestones?
I don't know. It might have been the same number from the Guidestones, but
Yeah.
he's doing the math, and this is the number we need for me to keep my billions.
They said 500 million people.
That's nothing, bro.
Nothing. That
That's
means
nothing.
everybody got to go.
Everybody got to go. So I'm telling you, it's all elitist shit. You know what I mean? When you follow the money in everything you do, follow the fucking money, man.
Yeah, man.
You know?
You definitely get some answers when you do that.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh, look, man. Dog. Shout out to the chat. I heard record labels invested in prisons and jails.
I don't
Didn't
doubt it.
know if it's true, but makes sense. And you're right. It does.
I don't doubt it. That's all researchable shit too. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? So
Yeah.
I don't doubt that shit, man.
Yep, I think so. And,
Jordan invested in
I was
prisons
gonna-
and
yo, I
shit, bro.
stopped
And then it's like, you know how many people do crimes to get Jordans, and you might get locked up in his jail. You know what I mean?
right.
I don't know, dog. You know, when you
Man, I
follow
was
the
gonna
money,
say that,
when
and I
you
was
follow the
stopped.
money and you find that greed, it's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting because
It is, man.
you got money already. What you got to do all this extra shit for, and you know what I'm saying, and kill the people,
That's the diabolical evil, the villain from the cartoons and movies
Right.
and shit. And then we would take over the world,
Yeah,
destroy you.
yeah.
Like, yo, what's wrong with y'all, son?
Yeah, there's real evil villains out there, man, in disguise.
That's
And ain't even
crazy.
good disguises. It's just that they got everybody so numb. People don't do research, man. And research ain't looking at TikTok videos, man. Like, you gotta research what you could find some shit in there. You know,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
information
yeah.
everywhere, but you gotta dive deep, man, and do your own research because,
Right.
again, like we've said before, everybody wants to be the first one to put the story out, not the accurate story.
No, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's up to us to get the facts, man. or you're just gonna be following suit and doing dumb shit or falling for the shit, you know, being numb to the reality that's in front of your fucking face.
That's a fact, yo.
You
Don't
know?
recognize anything.
Yeah. And
Gotta
then
keep thinking for ourselves. Keep our brains sharp. When you stop thinking, that's how they win. Like, they put all these things in front of you so it's easy, so you don't have to think, right? Everything is convenience. I don't have to know the frequency. This matches this. I don't know how to make. I don't even know how to blend this
but you know
track.
how many
because it's
producers
beat
now
sync.
is or how many producers now don't even fucking produce. They just got all these AI fucking programs. This one makes a beat.
Yeah.
This one makes a bass line. This one makes this like
Yeah.
all right, what are you producing then?
Well, nothing.
Nothing.
What do
That's
you
what I'm
do?
saying. Like that's you know, they really taking the human out of humanity, bro.
That's a fact.
You know?
It's
And then
just-
the art is just gonna be what? Fucking that's not art, man. If it's AI generated, dog.
Yeah, I believe we've been degrading the art from the times where, you know, they started doing the streams and downloads and things like that. And then now, after you diminish the artist, then what is art? In actuality, it's nothing but a pastime. Like, when in the beginning it was something because you created this, you played this, you know, you made this music. Now at this point, it's really just a pastime, and the people who make it will be no longer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People are gonna be obsolete. That's crazy
Yeah.
because we are people, bro.
Yeah.
So once people become obsolete, then y'all know what happens. I'm a believer in the Terminator movie.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
And the Matrix.
And the Matrix, dog.
Those
That's a
go
fact.
hand in hand, bro.
They're the same. Yeah.
Those go hand in hand. I believe the Terminator joints are a prequel to the Matrix. You
It's
know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
writer.
Is
Did
it?
you know that?
Oh, the one that they stole it from.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that.
Oh, it's crazy. What a sharp person. I
Yeah.
was thinking, I'm like, they do go hand in hand. And why are
Yeah.
those my two favorite movies in the world? Does that make sense?
One is a prequel to the other one, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like you watch in Terminator, you watch Skynet scorch the sky, and what they said in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? They scorched the sky to fucking get the
yo,
robots to
yup.
fucking, you know what I'm saying? To not be powered or whatever. So,
fire.
I mean, there's a lot, man. I stay with a tinfoil hat on, bro. But, you know, you gotta research things. Just like that
Yeah.
whole fucking shenanigans about Katy Perry and them going up. It's like, come on, man.
Oh, man, this
It's
Terminator
so
got them going
many-
crazy. And Matrix, I love y'all, man. He said,
Yeah.
what color pill? Red pill. Always. I like the
Yeah,
truth.
You need the truth,
With
man.
the blue pill,
and all
you
I'm
go
offering
back
is
to
the truth.
oblivion and you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
You go back to your regular life. With the red pill, though.
Yeah, you get the truth, man. And
Yeah.
the truth doesn't people want the truth to be a fucking happy paradise.
Right.
But bro, if it's not always like that, man. The truth
And red pill,
is a
nah,
fucking tricky thing, man.
take the truth, man.
Always take the
What else?
truth, man.
They sending the T-1000s after us. That's a fact. The Terminator robot.
Yo, I'm telling you,
And
man.
Nico, what up, man?
Everybody want to fucking buy robots and have them in their house. You know, I know motherfuckers that got robots vacuuming their crib.
Yeah, I know some. I know one of them.
I know one of them motherfuckers. He should know
I
better.
know one at least.
Yo, what was it? Was it a story? or
I have
something?
one, but you know why
Oh,
I
they
have one?
asked
'Cause
AI
I feel like
how-
I could stomp this one out.
Yeah, but the whole thing about
But
when
can
they
you-
asked AI, how would you take over the world? And it started with one of them Roombas, dog.
Hermano Mikey said it in Spanish. Never heard of one.
I gotta do a reggaeton track,
Hermano
hermano Mikey.
Mikey.
Medicina.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's funny as shit.
What you was saying? I should know.
That's something about they asked the AI how you would take over the world, and it started with like taking over the Roombas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not for them to kill you, but for them to interact with certain things. Because there's chips in these things that we don't understand.
That's
like
a
the
fact.
shit can maps out your
It
crib,
does,
right?
the whole thing.
Like that
It
alone is
grids
like.
everything, every space.
So you're gonna tell me it don't have the ability to send that blueprint somewhere?
It does.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know what these
No, I'm
things are
with you.
actually capable
I'm
of.
with
You know?
bro. I got rid of all the talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I threw my remote control in the garbage. It said, "Just speak to your remote." I said, "Oh, this shit is listening to me."
Yeah, everything's listening now, man. That's the crazy thing.
No
Everything's
longer
listening.
wear my watch. From
Talk
that.
about anything and you start getting ads about that shit.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
real.
mean? It's like, come on, man. That's wild shit. I remember I was telling Henny when I first started jump roping, yeah, cross rope this. And I was telling him about we had a whole conversation. And then all I was getting was ads for cross rope.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm like, yo, I didn't even Google search it or
Not at
nothing.
all. I just spoke about this.
Yeah, yeah. So things that we have
It's
no
happening,
privacy.
y'all.
Privacy is an illusion. It's an illusion right now. Just like a lot of things right now that we think we have, like freedom,
We don't
it's an
even have.
illusion. It's an illusion. It's all an illusion.
Yeah.
You know, but
It's been an illusion. That's why
Yeah.
I always think that. I'm like, man,
we're controlled. man.
not the remote. I threw the remote
The
away.
remote,
Fuck that
dog.
shit. My mom, as you know, I told you, my mom's got the fucking spy glasses. She
Oh,
got
shit.
these new fucking the meta joints, yo. I'm like, hey. And she told
Don't
me,
look
she's
at me
like,
with them things on.
Don't talk. She's like, I'm blocking her and shit. She's like, I'm recording. Like, nah.
Don't do it.
Don't do. I can't.
Where's it sending it to? You know what I
She's like,
mean?
let me ask you. Don't ask me shit with those glasses on. Take them shits to the car and come back and talk to me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going
Because it's like
crazy.
radio waves and everything
The-
that they just always are. They've always
the
been.
next time, now I understand the tinfoil you had. They were
Right,
right, bro.
yeah.
These people are bringing microwaves into your house.
Yeah, because they've always been there. All of this shit's been in the atmosphere and all of that. And then you
Right,
tap
right.
in. They found the technology to tap in. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh shit, we can communicate through waves.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
old
yeah,
school
yeah.
radio shit.
Nah,
They
that's
didn't
real.
just discover that. That's how you gonna tell me all these pyramids that coincide with the same constellations that are across worlds before there was phones, they wasn't communicating.
Yeah, it's been.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because those waves have always been. So now we tapped into so many things that we don't even know, man.
That's the
So
truth.
we have an illusion of privacy when they listening right now, dog. They don't even have to mic up your house. They could look through walls, man. They have all that technology.
That's a fact. That's,
all of that shit.
That's why they
man.
took out Nikola Tesla because he was
Yeah.
trying to.
Bro, he was
allegedly,
talking
I don't
about
know,
self.
man.
No, it's not allegedly, bro. They fucking took him out, dude. Follow the
allegedly.
money. Follow the money. They made him seem crazy, and he was the fucking father, the godfather of
Yeah,
technology.
yeah.
Everything we use now, he
Right
spoke
now.
of, was in his notes.
And all
People
of those
driving
were robbed.
Teslas.
And all of them were
Yeah.
stolen and shit.
Yeah.
Well, the majority of all his
Yeah,
work.
the
The stuff that counts, dog. The
Yeah.
0 point energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was gonna give the whole planet free energy.
Yeah.
Nobody has to pay for that. But who's gonna be against that, right? Who would you think?
yeah,
The
Morgan and
electric
them.
company.
Yeah,
all that. which
JP
is
Morgan, who
JP
he was
Morgan.
working for.
And
You know
he
what
went
I'm
to
saying?
him to go get funding.
Yeah,
And-
and JP Morgan was like, "Fuck that! I'm selling this copper wire, man."
yeah. Is you crazy?
You know what I'm saying? You gonna kill my business, bro. So they really made him look crazy. I remember he was talking about. I remember because he told me. I said it like
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I remember reading that he was talking about a cell phone, bro. Talking about a device that we could communicate with from across the land that'll fit in our pockets. And now what everybody's on?
He been had the blueprint.
He
he
been
knew
had
what
the
it was on.
blueprint,
He knew what
yeah.
it was on.
Yeah.
Nano said we need to go back to the old school flip phone.
Even that, even
the day
that.
before that.
Even that. If they bring the flip phones back, they not gonna be the same. You know
They
what I
did.
mean?
No, let me tell you. I had flip phones that I had for a long time, had them connected, and then there was a point where you couldn't,
You couldn't connect them.
like, you couldn't have it on. This is how it went out. It had so long that nobody else had them anymore. So like, there was one that was on, right? Mello too, man. Somebody get Mello on, tell him we live so he could be in the chat. So Mello was like, yo, this is to the point where I can't let it disconnect. Like, because they won't let me pay it again or repay the bill. They're honoring it because
His
I've
grandfather
had
did.
this on so long, but they no longer use this technology. And it's because they don't have none of the track. I'm talking about the green screen, like
Yeah,
the old
yeah.
none
No
of this digital
smartphone at all.
shit,
Yeah,
nothing smart. No,
Yeah.
nothing. No internet. No, none of that. And eventually, it phased out. You
Yeah.
can't have those no more. Any kind of technology you get is that.
It's built.
locator.
It's built with AI too. Because like before it was like, oh, you could Google this, Google, and everybody thought that Google has the answers. Y'all realized that Google was just a collection of everybody's bullshit.
And that's a fact.
So it's like there was a lot of misinformation in there. You know what I'm saying? You're getting you know what I mean? But now it's AI. Every time you Google something, you'll see AI overview.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't trust none of that shit, man. I don't, you know what I mean?
Yo, that's wild.
We gotta make sure, and I'm telling you, sooner or later, they're gonna destroy
They
all the books.
selling us, yo, as data
They're
and all
gonna destroy
that.
books, bro.
Oh yeah.
You
They
know?
will, and then what? And then you gotta have to rely on
You're
this,
gonna have
which
to
is
rely
all
on social media.
misinformation.
Oh yeah. Then
So
it's
y'all
just free for
have
all.
books. I got a library in my crib. I mean, I
That's so important to have, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
people don't realize that, man. I gotta start a,
it just
library, get
started
some
little by
old.
little, bro. It's just,
I would like to get
you
an
know?
old set of encyclopedias, like an old set,
Fire. My grandmother
Yeah.
has some in the crib.
the old
still. I gotta
Britannica
look.
joints.
Yeah.
You know.
I think she has them still.
And everybody should really, really get on, learn how to read maps, man, because your GPS ain't gonna be around forever. When shit goes down, that's the first thing that's gonna go. And if you don't know how to read a map, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know the numbers of the road, what goes
Bro, how
north
many
to
times-
south, you
yeah,
put me
yeah,
onto
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Because I was
detrimental
on the
information.
road back in paper map days. That
Yeah.
sound mad. Oh, my daughter be like,
That's what I'm
Dad, you're
saying.
from the
He's trying to duck
1900s.
He's trying. Yes, we are from the
We are
1900s,
from the 1900s.
and you got to stop ducking that uncle label, dog.
Hey, yo, I was on the road doing concerts, singing and dancing,
And reading
around
paper maps.
and reading paper maps. B, It was
Writing lyrics on
nuts.
paper.
It's wow. It was like the end. Like people they had Nextels. You know what I'm saying? Like we wasn't like old, like where I had to stop at payphones and shit. But
Yeah.
I was on the road.
Yeah, I was chirping.
Yeah, and on paper map. But then we go through one of them crazy towns. You know how like at some point 75 or it goes through Tennessee and then is it Kentucky and Tennessee and back and forth? Like it's weird. It's the same highway, but you'll go in and out the state lines a few times. Some of those be where the mountains are tall. You no signal at all. Like you still lose signal sometimes nowadays, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
Like where we be at, we do.
Yeah.
Nobody
big time.
has signal. Sometimes one of my phones be working.
We
right?
up in Mount Charlie.
Like, hey,
Mount Charlie.
I got a signal over here.
For real, dog.
Charlie, Mount Charlie. That was funny, yo. Yeah, we be making up crazy stories while we on the road. This shit be out of control.
It's fucking
We should make
hilarious.
that one
Yo, that's
into
why
a
the road
movie.
trips are like,
It's fun.
yeah, we gotta
We
put
gotta
that
be
in the
mic'd up
photographer movie.
and all that this time.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
going on the road.
Bring you that road content, man, because
It's
it'd
fun.
be funny, man. And we meet a lot of characters out there, man. Cigarette one, please.
Cigarette one, please. Yeah, it's crazy on that road. I ain't even gonna lie. It's fun.
Yeah.
We stopping. We stopping. Y'all catch us. I'm gonna be letting y'all know, updating y'all on what rest areas we stopping at.
Yeah.
You can come through, get a picture, sing a song.
Now we got the green room socials and stuff too, so we could just broadcast from the road when we got signal. If not, y'all getting pictures and stories. You know what I'm saying? But we
Right.
could bring it there. You know what I mean? And record stuff.
Fact.
This shit, because it's interesting. It's more than just the stage, man. It's always been more than just the stage.
That's real, yo. And we definitely we got some plans for this thing, man. It's happening organically, but we planning it too. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes we plan where we can.
Yeah, you plan where you can.
You know what I
Follow the flow of things, but plan when you can. You got to be ready. You know what I mean? And manifestation don't work without action. You know, a lot of people think manifestation is just if I believe it, I'll achieve it, but you can't achieve it without taking action. You know what I'm saying?
that's a
You
fact.
have to take action.
That's a fact.
That's part of it. Problem is we take action we try to do the wrong steps for manifestation. And it's like, nah, man, like I believe that you can manifest. You know what I'm
You
saying?
definitely can.
And
I
those
mean,
are just prayers answered, in other words. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you have to take action. You'll know what you have to do if you're aware. You
I
know,
agree.
you gotta
I
be
agree
aware,
100%.
man. And that's what they don't want us to be aware of shit, because then we powerful.
That's
you
a
know?
fact, yo.
Then we powerful.
Yo, what was I just? Lost my train of thought. There you go. It's happening again.
He's
No.
talking
I
about-
was gonna talk about
Planning in the road and
Now you talk about manifestation, which then had me start thinking about reincarnation, which we were talking about the other day.
yes.
And do you believe you are replaced and replaced and replaced and come back as something else on this planet?
Yes. Yeah.
It's the simple answer, y'all.
Yeah, I believe so.
Because-
Some people might not believe it, and I think there's a lot of misconception, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to reincarnation, and people might think they always gonna come back similar. And I think that we really have to experience everything in life, dog. Like,
All aspects.
right, you've been a serial killer, you've been a this, you've been a good guy, you've been a bad guy, you've been rich, you've been broke. We got to go through all of these experiences before we could reunite with Source, Creator, God, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
like that.
So I think that, yes, reincarnation is a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I be thinking that too. I think
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like I was telling you this. I feel like I'm from another era. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, old music. old
Sometimes
things,
I
like
talk to
just-
my kids and it's like, dang, dog, like, where'd you get that from? Or what? How you listening
Who
to
are
that? Yeah. It's like, I feel sometimes like you talk to a kid that might make you feel like they're older than you and shit. And it's just an old soul in there, man. And just, and some people I talk to and I feel like, damn, this might be your last go around, dog. You sound like you really got some shit together, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Who
real.
knows how long we've actually been here, man? That's why we gotta respect everybody.
You ever hear people say like that person got an old soul?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's just meaning behind that, right? Too like it's
You ever wonder like when these what do they call them? Savants or prodigies or whatever? It's like this kid is 3 years old playing classical pieces
You're like,
just
how?
out of nowhere. How? That's gotta be
soul
old
already
learned
there.
shit.
Yup,
Yeah, you
yup.
know what I mean? And
That's
then if you
real.
don't nourish it in this life, you could lose that, bro. You know, imagine if you had a piano when you were small and you might have been able to play that bitch.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
That's a
just didn't
fact.
have the means or the tools because in this lifetime,
that's crazy.
that's not where you know what I'm saying? So
That's
I
something.
believe that we retain certain things from our past, you know, lives. And sometimes it sounds like mumbo jumbo to a lot of people. There's a lot of diehard church people that are like, no, we don't read, you know what I'm saying? That's blasphemous.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, then go that way. You know what I'm
dig
saying?
it.
But I really believe through experiences that, you know, I've been visited by older people in younger bodies, even like you never felt like you've been visited by an ancestor or something from an animal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, who knows, dog? Who
I'll
knows?
tell you something crazy, right? My grandmother passed like a day before my daughter was born. The weirdest thing, right? Because when I speak to my daughter, I feel like I'm talking to an old soul. And I ain't trying to, but I did give her her name, a middle name. It was
Your grandmother's
Yeah.
name is your daughter's middle name?
Right. But it was it was the timing, like, and then I'm there at the
So you
funeral
gave her that name
with-
before your grandmother passed?
No,
After? Your
it
grandmother
was gonna
died?
be a different name.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know
I
what
got
I'm
you. I
saying?
follow.
And then
I'm
so
tracking.
my grandmother's name is Edith, so that wasn't gonna be her middle name. And then but I did have her first name, and obviously her last name is her last name, right? Which is mine. But we threw the middle name in there, and the initials became Zen.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? I was like, hey, there's something about this is too puzzle. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very weird, yo. It was very weird. You just have to know my people, know my grandmother, know, like, she was hard. Like, you know what I mean? That side of the family is very
Yeah.
just tough. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I remember, like, my girl thought she didn't like her, but towards the end, like, I remember her telling me, like, you better keep her. You better keep her, Brandon. She, You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. And I don't know. It's just a weird transfer of energy, bro. So things like that make me, like, easy to believe. I talk to my daughter. She says things that's from, like, sounds like from old times.
You want to hear something crazy? Maybe their spirits. You know how time is to us. It's different,
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Maybe on her exit
On the way.
and
Like
your
y'all passed
daughter's
by each other in the
entrance,
hallway?
yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
and she passed down some knowledge that's still with her.
Nah, that's wild.
You know what I'm saying?
I wonder.
Yeah,
Because, yeah, like, you ever be somewhere, like on an escalator and
yeah,
shit?
yo, before you go, let me tell you a little something about what you're gonna be going through.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? And the baby can't tell you, hey, I just met this.
By the way.
Yeah, man. And then we do. I believe we do. Bro, we're probably born not able to talk because we say too much. But then we
Yo,
forget.
that's tough
We
right
forget as we grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you're unlearning and relearning.
Yeah.
And that process is
Can you
mad-
imagine if babies could talk? They'd be like, "Whoa, shit! man, I just came out this tunnel. Yo, God told me to tell you fucking up. Blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, I don't know, dog. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
There's a lot of weird shit. Sometimes I have crazy thoughts like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's real though.
Like I saw one time somebody with it was like a meme and shit, but it made sense. It was like, yo, what if the light at the end of the tunnel when we die is us coming out of the vagina in the next life? I was like, holy
Respawn.
shit. Holy shit, yeah. You're like, oh shit, I'm going to the light, and then the light, it just opens
And
up,
then
and you're like, and they pulling you out and shit. It's like, yo,
That is
it's just
funny.
we in a loop until
Constant.
we fulfill
Yeah.
every aspect of life, dog.
I
You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
I like
what,
that.
You know, who knows, dog?
I could go for that one.
Who knows?
You gotta watch 1984. Never seen that.
Is that a Western? Oh, 1984.
No, wait, yeah, cause that's not a Western.
I
That's
thought
gotta
it
be
was.
a,
I thought it was
movie.
18 something that I seen. It was like a Western. What's 1984 about? We gotta check that out.
I want to join you guys on the road next year when I retire. What? Come out
Let's
with us.
go.
Hell, your mom's on the road with us. Yeah, that'd be fire. That'd be
Let's
super duper
go.
fire. Your connection is there? We
Yeah,
all right?
We on. We
We're
on. It's my connection here to the thing, the stream
We
deck.
all right.
It seems like we live. I mean, they chatting.
They chatting. Yeah, you gotta be. You know what I mean, what up, chat? Big W's, WW's in the chat. Not like the internet. Ooh, know what I mean?
Yeah.
I spend what they want, and if they into that, I give them the energy. They gotta give it back. This is a
Hey.
two-way street. Since back in them next tell days when you could two-way me. Ooh, I'm back for the dough, baby. Hitting notes like do re me. Y'all singing, y'all. Oh man, it's gonna go down. I'm starting to pop out with these ideas,
You
man.
know.
It's easy.
Yeah, man.
It's that time though. But I really, 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 really want to urge y'all to follow our socials at BMB Greenroom, at BMB Greenroom. And myself, I am at Pan Con Queso on the gram. That's PAN_CON_QUESO. Follow Brother Mikey.
And Brother Mikey Music. That's brother_Mikey_music. Ah, that look dope, yo. I just followed
It
this
is
shit.
there.
Hey, let's
Oh,
get
look
it.
at that.
Yeah, follow and let's grow together, man. We got, a lot of sharing to do. And y'all share y'all experiences too, man. Cause like we said, we all learn from each other, man. We all learn from
Each
our
one
own
teach one,
mistakes.
yo.
Yeah, man. That's the only way to really move forward at a better pace than just slamming into every fucking wall and going at a snail's pace. Like we
That's right.
really can grow and make a fucking difference if we all realize that we are leaving ripples behind for the next 7 generations. And if you notice, a ripple doesn't go backwards; it goes all ways, man. Go
right.
watch Sinners, bro. I want to talk about it, man, because we are connected to our future ancestors and our past ancestors. Believe that, man. I really feel that,
Yo, that's real.
and we
Super
love y'all,
duper
man.
real.
We love y'all.
Make sure y'all go download the new and improved free iHeartRadio app and make BMB Greenroom #1 on your presets. Let's do it. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. This episode 24 has been real.
Yeah.
Big W's in the chat. I love y'all. We love y'all. We here. We gonna see y'all on the road this year. We working out. Follow Mikey's health.
Mikey's fitness journey
That's
on
a fact.
IG,
That's
man.
a fact.
Follow my journey. Give me some tips if you know, man. If you don't, just give me
Yes.
some tips anyway, man.
Yes, indeed. And as in every week, you know what it is. Y'all can check us out on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on the places where you listen to podcasts at. Look us up. Google us, man. Help the algorithm. Let's do it. This was episode 24.
24.
BMB Greenroom.
We ain't promised tomorrow. And it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine. The medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We ain't promised tomorrow. And it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine. The medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We ain't promised tomorrow.
Oh, no, we not.
It's a tough road to follow.
You know it is.
And everybody want the medicine medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We ain't promised tomorrow, and it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow.